Welcome back to Fantasy Football by Committee, powered by Flurry Sports. It can be tough to win a fantasy league on your own, but at FFBC, we will work together to bring home the hardware. Hosted by Zach Bruner and the rest of the Flurry Sports crew, we will give top-level analysis, answer your questions, and, well, go off on other tangents.
That was after I tried to get ChatGPT to admit that 9/11 was an inside job, but it stood firm. It gave quite a few solid points that it was true.
Welcome to Fantasy Football by Committee. The show starts in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fantasy Football by Committee. Welcome back to Flurry Sports. 'Twas the night before Thanksgiving. Wednesday night recording this. Usually we do our fantasy football starts that show leading up to Thursday night football. Obviously this week, everything's a little bit wonky. So on flurrysports.org, we still will have those stardom situm articles out on Thursday morning. But obviously we don't have those to talk about on the show tonight. Rankings are up though. Rankings were posted nice and early on Tuesday, and then IDP rankings are still coming today as well. Friday, we're done with trade value chart. Most leagues trade deadline has passed, sadly, but my rest of season rankings will still be there. So if you are still able to trade, you can use that a little bit. And if nothing else, you can prepare for the playoffs and make sure you stash the players I rank higher. And now we're kind of in that time we need to start thinking about handcuffs as well.
Yeah, I'm in a league right now, and I guess it's probably more common with a dynasty league than a redraft league. But all the playoffs are already set. So I guess there ends up a 12-team league. 5 teams were really good. 6 teams were bad. And there was 2 that were kind of in the middle. I ended up with the 6th seed. I locked that up, so that's nice. Not really. I think the seeding's locked up. I don't know. It's weird, but
sure.
It feels nice to be safe this early. I've never had that before.
That is, yeah, not often. This year especially feels weird.
Yeah, one of those weird things that, some guys are good, some guys aren't.
In most of my leagues, I feel like parity is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
I feel like most teams everyone's hovering around 500.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm in another league where I think out of the 12, 9 or 10 teams are, I guess, what are we, week 13? So are like 6-6, 7-5, like right around there.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough and strenuous end of the season here. There's a lot of big ones, big matchups coming up for you, I assume. This week, luckily, something, if you feel like you have nothing to be thankful for, be thankful that there's no bye weeks for 1 week here. And then week 14 next week is the final week of bye weeks that we will have. So if you are in a league that starts their playoffs in week 14, I would petition for next year to start in week 15. Having bye weeks screw with your playoffs just stinks.
Yep.
I understand it's something you should plan for. It's something in the rules. It shouldn't be something that surprises you, but still something that, it's a little bullshit.
Yeah. I guess sure, it's something you should plan for, but when you see Christian McCaffrey on the board there, you're not banking on him having a week 14 bye.
Yeah. The way it's shaken out this year, you could have Drake May and Christian McCaffrey and are rolling.
Yep.
And you don't got them for week 14. That would be tough. It's almost as bad as first round of your playoffs was last week, and you felt good about Jamar Chase.
Yep.
And Jamar Chase, I've been talking about Scott Fishbowl. I survived, but I had Jamar Chase and Ladd McConkey both out. One spit on somebody. The other person was just on a bye week. But tough.
Is it weird? Have you noticed this in various guillotine leagues? It feels like Jamar Chase has been the bad luck charm. It feels like everyone who has Jamar Chase, they're out very quick.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That I think in previous years too. No?
Yeah. Going back to like two years ago.
Yeah, because for anyone watching, thanks for your question there. We'll answer that in a second. For anyone watching, Luke and I are in a 32-team guillotine league, which is something I think we should roll out to more people next year. I think it's one of my favorite leagues.
So
and
fun.
Maybe it's because, second year in a row I've gone deep. If I had a first round exit, I'd probably be singing a different tune. But it's set up good. I think it's a really fun idea.
Yeah. It's funny you break that up. The same guy was out first in both years. He hasn't even
have that happen.
He hasn't played yet. He hasn't put a bid in yet. In 2 years.
And the way it was set up, that shouldn't have happened because we flipped it. If you were last year, you got first pick of your team this year. That stinks. Yeah, I got lucky. That's all I'll say about that for this year. I'm trying to even figure out how to pronounce his name. Daro. What's up? Need your advice. Who should I start? Waddle, Bucky, Michael Wilson, or Devontae? Just start one.
Bucky.
I'm guessing. Also Gadsden or Theo Johnson.
Bucky and Theo.
I think.
Well, Chargers have a good match this week.
I think I would go Gadsden. Let me just see where I have those two ranked because it is interesting. I like both of them. I don't think you have a bad choice.
Theo jumped off the page because I had him as my number one tight end waiver wire pickup.
Yeah, I have Gadsden against the Raiders.
Yeah, okay.
I would do that. But in terms of just one of these other guys, I'm gonna take it easy on Bucky right now. Couple weeks ago, they said when he first comes back, they're going to ease him back into it. It's drinking from a fire hose. They said there was going to be a little bit of a share. So I'm going to listen to them and assume they are sticking to their word. So I'm guessing we'll see a mix of all three running backs this week. I think Bucky's going to be the leader of the bunch, but I would like to see him prove it before I use him. And sounds like Marvin Harrison Jr. is probably out again, so we do have another Michael Wilson week.
Yeah, it's hard not to start Michael Wilson. 25 passes the last 2 games.
I'm so happy he's getting a chance. I went back. We have a Dynasty rookie sleeper video. We did our deep sleepers on this channel. Everyone go back and watch that. I kicked it off with Michael Wilson. Yeah. I like him as a player a lot. Hopefully they continue passing him the ball when Marvin Harrison's back. That would be a great concept.
Yeah. So my take on Bucky, and this is because I'm a Bucky owner. I came into the year saying the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win the Super Bowl. That probably does not look great right now. I think Tampa can get to the play. I think they still probably win that division. But I'm a guy who's held on to Bucky since he's been injured, and I've been chomping at the bits to get him into my starting lineup. So I'm starting him, no doubt in my mind. This is a guy that you haven't held on to him this long to not start him when he comes back.
I get it. You do have good matchups, so I think I would go Waddle. For me, it's between Waddle and Wilson. I think I would go Waddle. It feels like he's safe this week.
Waddle's got a good schedule, good playoff schedule, if I'm remembering correctly.
Not pre-recorded, Casey. But yeah, I think I would go Waddle. So Casey asks, what is our favorite DraftKings stack for tomorrow's games? I can't talk about pricing and stuff with DraftKings necessarily legally, but in terms of which game stacks for tomorrow's games do I like the most? Let's take a look at I want to look at the over-under for those games. So it looks like Detroit Packers is 47.5, Kansas City, Dallas 52.5, and Baltimore, Cincinnati is 52.5. So just thinking about what pricing potentially could be. I literally haven't even looked at DraftKings pricing, so I don't know. But I think I would really like a Mahomes, Worthy, Kelsey stack, and fading Rashee Rice. I really like Rashee Rice. I think he's the best receiver probably playing tomorrow.
Agreed.
But he's going to have a ton of usage a ton of ownership against Dallas. So I think I would do a little pivot to Xavier Worthy if I'm playing tournaments at least.
Yeah, I'm thinking just off the top of my head, I guess not even thinking about pricing, just thinking about the guys who are going to go out and score a touchdown. Feels like Jamar Chase is like a lock for a touchdown. Coming back with Joe Burrow coming back. Against Baltimore, Joe Burrow's been awesome against Baltimore. Jamar Chase has been awesome against Baltimore. Like it feels like that could be like a 150-yard touchdown game. Yeah,
it's a shame because just off the top of my mind, I think T. Higgins destroys the Ravens.
I think all the Bengals destroy the Ravens, but they don't win those games.
I mean, that's fair. I think T. Higgins does way better against the Ravens than anybody else, but I might be wrong.
Does that mean that Andrei Yoshevich does?
I think he's a really, really good
he's a good value.
Pivot. If you want to go a little bit of a budget stack with Cincinnati and spend up elsewhere, like there's not going to be a ton of people who play Joe Burrow and don't play Jamar Chase.
Right.
So if you did want to get different, I don't mind going Burrow, Yosivas, and Mike Gesicki.
Especially with Kyle Hamilton's injured. I don't know if he's playing or not, but if he's not playing, then I mean that.
I think he's playing, and yes, Jenkins is out. That was my whole point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with him out, Yosivas obviously is wide receiver 2. Gesicki came back last week. He's operating as that wide receiver 3 a little bit. Not just inline tight end. Obviously, he's moved all over the field. Kind of phased out Noah Fant coming back. So unfortunately for that. But yeah, there's easy ways to get different with tomorrow's slate, luckily. And I would just not really pay attention to Green Bay, Detroit for the most part. That could end up being a slugfest that you want no part of, and they're going to spread the ball around a ton. And I can only assume Amon-Ra is overpriced.
Big time. I imagine Josh Jacobs is probably very overpriced as well.
Probably, yeah. Decent chance of that. Obviously, he's going to be used in pass protection a decent amount as well. So if he's just absorbing hits that way, and then Emmanuel Wilson comes in and takes away some of his touches as well, then not overly valuable. You're just hoping for a touchdown there. Clevis, Trevion Henderson, or Quinshon Judkins. I'm going Henderson. I do think Henderson's snap share and usage comes down a little bit versus what we saw last week between him and Ramondre Stevenson. It was 2/3 Henderson, 1/3 Stevenson. So I think that evens out a little bit closer, not fully, but Judkins fell in the end zone for 2 touchdowns last week. That's great. He just isn't very efficient on this offense, and I don't know how many touchdown opportunities they're going to have.
Yeah, I agreed. I'm with you on that. Cleveland has San Francisco. New England has the Giants. Not that he's going to, get 219 rushing yards and 11 catches for 60 yards like Jahmyr Gibbs did, but why not just run that same exact game plan that Detroit ran against the Giants with Trevion Henderson?
Yeah, Giants have a great defensive line and not great everything else, and they're beat up, so might as well. And no matter who the quarterback is, I could see them getting a little bit careless in this game for New York. So Patriots potentially could have the ball a lot in this game. Potentially. Ask any other questions you guys got. We're going to be here hanging out for a while. We also got some Thanksgiving food tier lists that we can do, which we do need audience participation for when we do it.
I have a question for you. As always, I'm going to bring up my obligatory touchdown only league because I'm kind of in an interesting situation here. So I've been starting Baker Mayfield, which has not lived up to what I wanted to live up to. Come on with the shoulder injury. He feels like he has to be dropped.
I mean, it sounds like he potentially could play this week.
I only have 3 bench spots. Keep in mind.
Right. It depends on who you're picking up, but I don't hate dropping him. Like, I don't think his upside is nearly as high as it was.
Like Jacoby Brissett is out there. And I know Jacoby Brissett has been throwing for a lot of passes. He hasn't been throwing touchdowns, though he's been throwing more than Baker Mayfield has been. I also have Jackson sitting on my bench, which I don't feel comfortable at starting him.
And, I mean, their red zone running game hasn't been overly efficient in Tampa Bay, but with Bucky Irving back, it gets a little bit better.
True.
So, I mean, Bucky could very easily finish those drives in the end zone instead of Baker having to throw. And Baker doesn't have that Mike Evans goal line fade, right? That's a big red zone target taken away. So, I don't hate that. Brissett should be pretty good. And Brissett getting Marvin Harrison back doesn't make him worse.
Correct.
So, he should continue to be pretty darn good. And their defense is mid enough where they can't just lean on the run.
Yeah, I know that this is a situation too, where if I drop Baker Mayfield, he probably gets immediately picked up. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
He's certainly not a must drop, but if there's a good option, I don't mind going Brissett. He's been good. What defense do we like tomorrow? I don't mind. Either in Detroit, Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Otherwise, Kansas City. I don't mind.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm trying to make a case in my head for Baltimore, but I think that this is probably a Joe Burrow just make easy throw, let your guys run with the ball kind of game, which I think Baltimore's not suited for them. So
I would assume Cincinnati is the cheapest on the slate. I don't hate doing it, to be honest. With the way Cincinnati's defense has performed a little better recently, and Baltimore's offense hasn't shown up. So I would only do that if I'm able to spend up elsewhere and I'm potentially fading Baltimore's offense. But otherwise, I would go Detroit, then Green Bay, then Kansas City.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. What about Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow? This is tough. Lamar has not been playing well whatsoever. I guess he's injured now. I saw him move a bit today, though. He looked good. He looks fine. I'm still going Lamar.
Yeah, I agree. And that sucks. Lamar's like my favorite player ever. So it sucks that I am questioning it. But yeah, I agree, Lamar.
Do I go Lamar Jackson or Drake May in a guillotine league? That's what I've been battling with.
Yeah, I have that same thing in another guillotine league. I picked up Lamar Jackson for 0 fab. I'm like, how can you not just pick him up? I'm sorry, I have it between Lamar Jackson and Justin Herbert. So
I feel like I'm going to make the wrong decision, whichever one I pick.
On paper, right, it should be Lamar Jackson. Cincinnati's been horrible against the pass this year.
Right.
Lamar Jackson's great in the pocket, 41 passing touchdowns last year. So I'm going to continue to ride that, I think.
On paper, the only worry is Derrick Henry gets 3 touchdowns.
True.
And Lamar just doesn't have to do much, which could happen. I don't think that's going to be the case, but that certainly could happen. I'm not sure. Let me look really quick. I'm not sure if Rashad Bateman is active or not. Let me see. Because I think that is a big impact on the passing offense, to be honest. He's a good player. Kyle Hamilton and Rashad Bateman both set to play.
Okay.
Big news.
Okay, that makes me like Joe Burrow a little bit less.
Yeah. K-Space, thank you. Welcome back. We did not answer the question already. So pick one, Dobbs, Booty, Godwin, or Jones. I started to write the stardom sit-em again. That's going to be on flurrysports.org tomorrow. As much as I like Aaron Jones, and even though I just traded for him from Luke, he's in my sit column this week. I don't like him at all in this matchup.
Against Seattle, yeah, me either.
Yeah, Seattle's run defense has been good, and I just don't trust the Vikings offense right now. It sounds like it's not McCarthy, so I think it's going to be better with Brosmer. I think Brosmer can rip it, actually. But even still, I'm going to try to avoid Aaron Jones if I can help it. I'm going Dobbs.
Let me throw just to play devil's advocate here at you for Brosmer and Aaron Jones. Brosmer, young guy coming in, no NFL experience. Is it as easy as Aaron Jones is just a check down guy all game?
JJ McCarthy is a young, inexperienced guy. Comes in. Is it easy to say?
Fair point.
Should it be that easy? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
Look what Green Bay's defensive front did to the Vikings offensive line. Like, it got pressure all game. Seattle's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. And Seattle's been much better against the run than Green Bay.
Yeah.
Seattle's been good all year long. So Jones should get a lot of points PPR this week. I would use him over a Jordan Mason to attack Seattle's defense. But yeah, if it's between Booty, Godwin, and Dobbs, Godwin I want to say him. He just hasn't looked right. And Booty, I think, is just extremely inconsistent in his role. If Dobbs just caught the passes that are in his hands lately, we wouldn't even be talking about this. So
yeah, I guess these players are all somewhat in a, not the exact same player, but somewhat in a similar tier, right? In my mind. So it always comes down who's the guy who's going to get the touchdown. If I had to pick one out of these four, it's probably Romeo Doubs. So I'm fine with that.
Yeah, to beat the Lions, you throw the ball too. So
yep.
We saw what Wan'Dale Robinson did. Okay, Swift or Tootin, running back 2. Who does Jacksonville play next week? I need someone to convince me, and I like Bashal Tootin. Obviously, he was on my college fantasy team last year. I need someone to convince me why everyone's all of a sudden obsessed with him for fantasy.
I don't disagree with that take.
Like last week, 7 carries, 17 yards. Cool. Yeah, I don't get it. So Swift, I believe I don't like his matchup. What is it? Philadelphia. I don't love that matchup. I suppose. Is it in Philly?
Yeah, in Philly on Friday.
So a little bit of a homecoming for him. I'll take it.
I think that this is a game where Chicago gets killed and the media comes out and just absolutely destroys them. Imagine what those Philly fans are going to say to Caleb Williams.
I know. Can't wait. Yeah. Let's mic him up.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. So if they get down, by the way, right now it's been about a 50-50 split between Swift and Monangai. If they get down, I would assume Swift at the very least sees like a 60-40.
Yeah,
You know?
I think Swift is a better option than Tootin. Now that we talked it out.
Yeah, Tootin. I mean, if anyone tells you that they know what his usage is going to be this week, they're lying.
Yep.
Like, I think he's a good player. I don't know what he provides that Travis Etienne doesn't.
Right.
They're not complementary of each other. They, in my mind, drafted him to trade Etienne, and then they did not do so.
You try to tank instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Unsure. I mean, it's a Jacksonville move, but yeah. And K-Space is speaking your language. It sounds like always chasing the touchdown.
Damn right.
I think so. But yeah, Packers get down to the goal line or get into the red zone. It does seem like they're going to be looking his way and Christian Watson's way. Hopefully Dobbs comes down with that, because I don't think Green Bay's offensive line is going to get much push to run the football. And then they don't have Tucker Kraft, obviously, anymore. So Dobbs is a lengthy, decently big target down there. He should be good.
There was a question on yesterday that I was kind of upset that I was the only one onto it, because I think it's a fun one to talk out. I'm trying to remember what it was. So it's a guy, he was debating whether to pick up Jaden Reed. And this is obviously before we knew that he was out. But I guess it still kind of fits, because Jaden Reed's going to be back at some point, right? So he had, on his roster, he had at quarterback, he had 3 quarterbacks. He had, I think it was Herbert, Burrow, and Brissett. And he was debating dropping one of them or dropping Troy Franklin for Jaden Reed.
I would drop. I think I hate Herbert's schedule. Let me take a look. I think in my heart, I'm saying drop Brissett. But the Chargers scheduled down the stretch. Obviously, they have the Raiders this week. Then they have Philadelphia, Kansas City, Dallas in week 16. And then championship week, they have the Texans. So I'm really not playing. If you still can trade, I would love to trade them. But otherwise, I would let somebody else hang themselves with Justin Herbert, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Justin Forsett. How weird is that of a callback?
One time in Madden I was playing, and Justin Forsett had a career-ending neck injury. I don't know why I remember that.
That's sad.
Yeah, I don't know why they would put that in a kid's game.
No, it's true. Why do that?
Right.
It's so stupid.
But I think my answer was try to package, like I said, try to package Burrow and something together. If the quarterback needs team, you can kind of hype that up a little bit that he's back and start the way. But I think I landed on, if you have to drop someone, I said I don't love picking up Jaden Reed if I don't have to, because I don't think he comes in and sees incredible work. But if you really want to pick him up, I'm fine dropping Troy Franklin for him, because that feels like very similar boom bust guys to me.
I think I disagree. Troy Franklin's leading the Broncos in targets.
Is how much is that? Feels like empty targets to me, though.
I mean, he's coming down, like the whole passing game got shut down game before their bye, and he came down with the touchdown. He's the only one who did anything.
I guess, yeah. I guess
the true answer is you're right there, where I don't think I pick up Jaden Reed. Right. I don't see the point.
Right.
Yeah. But I like Troy Franklin.
All right. I like Troy Franklin too. I don't know. That's fine.
We'll see. Also, I think it's a big Cortland Sutton week, though. I think they try to get him back going.
Agreed. Great matchup against Washington. Nobody's really talking about the Denver Broncos, but they're like building the exact, format of a team that you need to win a Super Bowl. Like, they're paying their entire offensive line, they're paying their entire defensive line. They have a quarterback on a rookie deal. Now they just need skill players around them.
Yeah, and I mean that was the whole thing last year. It's like, hey, this team's pretty competitive, and they're paying Russell Wilson $50 million. Imagine what they're going to do without that.
Right. Now they can pay all their offensive linemen. They have Surtain. I mean, Bonito. Like, their defense is fucking sick. They just need guys around Bo Nix.
It sounds like J.K. Dobbins can return at the end of the year potentially. That would be huge.
Yeah.
Don't have to just rely on R.J. Harvey and Jaleel McLaughlin, essentially. Yeah, that'd be big. Jake Taylor has a question.
Yeah.
Dak or trusting Burrow in the first game back, and also PPR Rico Dowdle, Abuka, Javante, or Hampton if he plays. So Dak or Burrow on Thanksgiving.
So Burrow. Spoiler alert, I'm writing up start sit-em quarterbacks. I wrote Burrow up as the number one starter this week. And the main focus is what I talked about Bucky Irving. You didn't hold on to Joe Burrow this long to sit him, especially against the Ravens team that he had 820 passing yards and 9 passing touchdowns last year against. So I'm starting Burrow over Dak. I know that Dak's been playing really good football. I don't really love the matchup against Kansas City. And then PPR. So Rico. I feel like Rico is a play, right?
I mean, his usage was inexplicable last week.
Yeah, 6 carries.
And he was good with all of them.
Yeah, like it ended up with like 36 yards or something. Yeah, stupid.
It made no sense. It was it was dumb.
That was a
just
game
for Chuba to be on the field.
Yeah, that was a game too where Carolina, like if they won that game, they would be in a great spot for the division for a playoff run here.
And it was there to win.
Yeah.
That was the tiebreaker for them to get. If they had tiebreakers over Green Bay and San Francisco, they're a playoff team.
Yep.
Yeah, they actively chose to lose. I agree. I would go Burrow over Dak, and then I'm for sure no on Hampton. I think I'm a no on Javonte against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I just don't want to face the Chiefs right now. Bucks play who? Obviously, it's an injured Baker.
Arizona at Tampa, going cross country.
Man. Rico's got who?
Rico has
the Rams. I think I'm going to Buka.
Oh yeah, I hate that. This is a no doubt in my mind. Buka Baker has like 2 working shoulders right now. It feels like he only has 1. But even still, I think that's fine.
Yeah. Javonte, you're hoping he falls in the end zone, and very good chance he does. But if he doesn't, I just don't want him to screw it for you. Talking about Bashal Tootin, I just use him for return yards. That's very fair. And then they use him on the goal line. True. But I was thinking to start Swift if the O-line will block better and like how they block for the other guy. I mean, yeah, the Bears' offensive line is good. I mean, we talked about it all off season. They went and paid the guys who are good. That's how you build an offensive line if you can't draft them. Not too hard to figure out.
This is why I love fantasy football. And this is not a shot at Hunter. Hunter, I appreciate that you're in the chat. I love when we think that offensive lines block better for one player than the other.
Right. And you know what?
Maybe they do.
Maybe they do. Maybe Swift's a dick. I don't know. I think we remember the Detroit Lions Hard Knocks. I hated Swift. He was just not. He was so disinterested, not the guy. So you know what? Maybe the offensive line thinks the same thing.
Yeah, as a Bear hater, I'm fine with them just giving DeAndre Swift out to the Wolves. So I agree with you, Hunter.
I agree. Very fair. But I mean, yeah, there's ways though. To be fair, there's ways that a line can block that one type of running back can exploit over the other, where it's like, you know, there's always a cutback open, you know, because they're going to wash the guy down or something like that. So that's fair. I don't think that's the situation here, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. And then last question, should I start Bo and Sutton or start Dart and Wandell if Dart plays this weekend? Sounds like I think he is playing for whatever that's worth.
Wandell probably gets. Is Christian Gonzalez? Is he alive?
Yeah. Wandell, they'll move around. I don't know if they'll send Gonzo to the slot. I'm unsure. I need to check that.
It just feels like a waste of space to put him on Isaiah Hodgins.
Yeah, true. I love the Broncos this week, so I'm going Bo and Sutton against Commanders.
Agreed.
Not often you get 2 teams both coming off a bye against each other. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's odd.
Yeah, but yeah, I would still do that. This is set up at least to be a Broncos get right week on offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just beat the shit out of the bad team.
I'm certainly pushing my chips in the middle of the table for my Stardom Situm tomorrow. That comes out on FlurrySports.org. I do running backs, wide receivers. Luke does quarterbacks and tight ends. Featured player on running backs is RJ Harvey. Featured player for wide receivers, I have both Sutton and Franklin.
Yep.
So, will I be very right or very wrong? We shall see. Unfortunately,
I have a fun one that I want to talk out with you about Stardom Situm.
Thank you, Jake.
Go
for it.
We're at the point of the season, and so I just started the tight end one. We're at the point of the season where, like Taysom Hill is a player again.
Yeah.
So yeah. I have Taysom Hill as my number 1 stardom tight end.
You're assuming he gets more carries with Kamara out?
I mean, he had 10 carries with Kamara out. He's going to get the goal line work against.
I agree. I I don't hate it. Again,
Yeah.
it's one of those things. You're going to be very right or very wrong. I think you're right, though.
Yeah. I mean, if it's Taysom Hill week, this always happens late in the season where someone picks up Taysom Hill and was like, oh, he's not that good. And then someone gets away with 3 carries for 3 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, we'll see how Shuck plays. That's the whole thing, too. If he's already in the game, Taysom, and Shuck's playing bad, then fuck it. Like, he's just going to play quarterback.
I mean, my opinion was there's no really reason that you need to keep Shuck in a game when you're down in the goal line.
No, except, I mean, we've talked this out on this channel so many times. Like, even when Sean Payton was there, it's like Taysom Hill needs to be the red zone quarterback. He is the red zone weapon because then you have that run and pass threat. You know, it completely changes the way a defense has to cover the entire every inch of the field. So, I love, like, Packers. I would love it if they used a Malik Willis down in the red zone. Like, I think it completely revolutionizes an offense. There's certain couple of things that I think trends are going to start to happen in the NFL. This red zone one, maybe not so, because quarterbacks want their numbers, and if quarterbacks don't get the touchdowns, they're going to start pissing and moaning. The hook and ladder shit is going to start being very, very popular.
Yeah, awesome.
That's going to be like a first down play instead of a 4th and 20 at the end of the game. And thank you, Hunter. Appreciate all conversation here. Again, usually we do this show Thursday Night Football, leading up to Thursday Night Football, hour before. So appreciate everyone here. And if everyone is still hanging around here, definitely subscribe, like the channel. And if you have a few seconds, definitely vote for us. We are nominated for a few different awards here. If you scan the QR code, or I'll drop the link in the chat as well, volume1.org. But we are nominated for Best Local Writer and Best Local Podcast. A few in the Best Local Podcasts.
On the network.
1 second here.
Hey, while you're doing that, I'm going to tease something too. If you're here, we've done this, I think, every year around this time where we get into, a little bit of debate and argument, not an argument, but a little tiff about Thanksgiving food. We're ranking Thanksgiving food tonight, so hang around and give us your opinions on it as well.
Yes. Usually there's an odd number, so I think chat could be a very good tiebreaker.
Yeah.
We'll jump into that in a second. But yeah, if you click that link, just sign in with an email. They're not going to spam you. Good to go. And you can vote as many times as emails as you got, but click into Best Local Podcast. Vote for Lombardi Sweep and the Flurry Sports Podcast, please. And then one above it, if you go to Best Local Writer, scroll to the bottom, Zach Bruner. Please vote for me. You can see my name right here, right below my face. Otherwise, it's the last one listed. It's alphabetical. You can figure it out. You guys are smart people.
Your name is
please vote for us. We got less than 2 weeks left. So please vote for us. We get an award. There's an award show. If we can sweep the podcast category, that would be pretty sick. And yeah, appreciate y'all.
Just to put a bow on this Taysom Hill thing.
Yep.
Not that he is the same caliber of player, but remember when Cam Newton went to New England and when they got down to the 5-yard line and they ran up, and I guess it would be the Wildcat, what you call it, with the quarterback. Cam Newton ran in every single time. Like, that's just Taysom Hill.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it could be used very easily for the Saints this week. But yeah, there's no power runner on the Saints at the moment either, which they could use Audric Estime a little bit, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think Devin Neal is going in and getting, carry a 14 goal at the 6.
No, he for sure won't. If they're running the ball, I mean, that's the thing. They're kind of complementary, which is interesting. Taysom could be the power runner, and then Devin Neal could be the scat back out of the backfield. So could be a little bit interesting. Baxter asks, Watson or Gainwell in the flex. So Christian Watson, Kenneth Gainwell. Gainwell is playing a lot right now. He's getting I have him in my stardom as well. I have both him and Jaylen Warren as starts this week. I think you can. The Bills are terrible.
Yeah.
They're bad defensively. They're one of the worst teams against the run, second worst, I believe. So I think they're going to run a lot against them. Gainwell's getting a lot of touches, both receiving and rushing. So I think he, in particular, is sort of matchup proof or game script proof. If they get down, he's going to catch a bunch. If they're up, he's going to run a bunch. I like Watson this week, but I think Gainwell has potentially just as high of a ceiling, and he has a higher floor.
Yeah. I think I like Gainwell for the guaranteed touches. I like Watson, and Watson's so tough playing the first game of the week because you don't really know what you need. But if you need a Hail Mary play, like I like Watson. I think they do take a couple deep shots to him with Kirby Joseph out. But yeah, with you, I'm with Gainwell.
Yeah. You can tell though, for the most part. Obviously, there's been some weird shit happening this year, but if you're down by, like, projected to lose by 20, that changes the way you make a lineup versus if you're favored by 20. If you're favored by 20, take the guaranteed touches for sure. Stuff like that. Jacob, what's up?
Welcome back.
Trey Benson, Bucky, Juwan, or Watson in a flex spot PPR league. Interesting one. So Benson, Bucky, both coming back off injury, both potentially in a very much a split backfield given their first game back, easing them back in. Juwan Johnson's been used quite a bit by Tyler Shuck. And then Watson, he's been used quite a bit for the Packers as well. Any initial leans?
The initial lean for me is Bucky Irving because of what I talked about. But to your point, is that going to be a somewhat of a split? Probably. But even still, like, I'm still on the train of you held on Bucky too long to not play him when he comes back. I didn't want to do. I'm as big as Juwan Johnson fan as you're going to find. He is a start for me. I was not going to write up two Saints tight ends as my start 'em sit 'em tight end article though.
Sure.
So I like Juwan Johnson this week. If I'm ranking him, I think I'm doing Bucky, Juwan, Watson, Benson.
Yeah, like I went against Bucky before because I think he's going to be eased in, but in this situation, I think I am taking him. In Arizona, you can beat them. So I would much rather play Bucky coming off an injury than Benson coming off an injury. Both guys have legitimate guys around them to split work with. Obviously, the backfield in Arizona is worse than the backfield in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just the fact that Baker is also beat up now, I think that helps Bucky a little bit in terms of workload.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think I'm going him.
Teddy looked bad last week.
Yes. I mean, from an aesthetic standpoint and from – you can't come in – first off, he had like a winter cap on.
I know.
So he's cold. And then he comes in with 2 gloves, long sleeve shirt, just like this dude was not even thinking about playing.
You're telling me that they can't like have Mike White instead of him?
Right. There's no point. There's no point in having Teddy at this point in his career. But also, I mean, it makes me feel like, I'm not sure if you followed this storyline at all, but did you follow the Baylor athletic director storyline, how he got fired?
No, maybe not.
There was a player wearing, I think, yellow gloves or yellow socks.
Okay.
Or something, and he was very pissed off about it. Pre-game, I think he went up and shoved him, talked shit about him, and then after the game, went up to him again he was meeting with family or maybe meeting with coaches or something, bitched the coach out about it, so how he still was wearing it. He ended up getting fired or stepping away or whatever. But I would do the same thing with Teddy with these long sleeves, is what I'm saying. Get him off. Knock it off. It looks bad. Jason, is JD5 worth the pickup? No. Currently have Burrow and Bo Nix as well. You have both of them. I like both of them rest of season more than Daniels anyway.
Yep.
Do you start defenses against your own players? Yeah, I don't care. For example, I have Genty in the Chargers D. It doesn't matter. I mean, Genty could have a good game. The Chargers could still be great.
Yeah, my thought on this is, right, I agree it doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, you're probably never starting a bad defense, so you probably don't really have to care about this if they're playing. I like to avoid it just so I'm not, something doesn't, I don't lose by like half a point because of this. But that's such a minuscule thing that, that's fine. I don't think you should avoid it.
I will say, running back and defense, they're more negatively correlated than anything else.
Correct.
Because usually if, you're up, you're playing well, then the running back for your team does well. So usually like in DFS, the stack is the running back and the defense because of that.
Yep.
So this is more negatively correlated than any other, but I still think you're okay because I think Genty could have such a big workload to be fine. And Chargers D, I think, can, get Geno a couple times and stuff like that.
So let's say Genty has 100 yards and a touchdown. I mean, that's offset by 2 Geno Smith interceptions.
Right. And let's quickly start all 3 of his teams, it looks like.
Perfect.
So one quarterback, Nick's Purdy or Burrow or Trevor. I'm going Burrow.
Yep.
Running back, we got 2 running backs. We got Rico, Hampton, Vidal, Neal, Monungai, Knight, Tootin, Pollard, Stevenson.
Rico.
I'm going Rico and probably Neal.
Rico and Neal. Yep, I agree.
Wide receivers, Puka, Nico, McMillan, Wandale, Shakir, Ricky. So we can go 3 wide receivers, 2 flex. I might burn them all here.
Yep, Puka and Nico for sure. Wandale, I think for sure. And Tet, I think for sure.
Agreed. And I like Shakir against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So he's my number 5 there. So yeah, I'm burning all of them. And then you got Tyler Warner and tight end. So boom, done. Next, we got same rosters construction here. So then we got Love, Dart, Burrow, Trevor. I'm going Burrow. You too?
Yep.
We got Genty, Warren, Cook, Rico. I'm going. I think I'm going Warren and Cook.
You like Warren more than
now?
Genty?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. Raiders are bad. Then wide receiver, we got St. Brown, Waddle, Ladd, Pittman, Shakir, DJ Moore. I'm going St. Brown, Waddle, Ladd for sure.
Yep. I don't hate a Pittman play. Oh, no, they play Houston. Never mind.
Yeah. I'm exiting Pittman. Shakir, DJ Moore, we'll revisit. We got Goddard, Ertz, Theo Johnson, and Waller at tight end. Probably Johnson.
You can get rid of Waller, by the way.
He's coming back this week, I think.
I still think you can get rid of him, to be honest. Theo, I'm going Theo out of this.
So I think one more flex. I'm going to go probably Shakir.
Fine. Yep.
And then we'll answer that Twitter question in a sec really quick. Same roster construction. We got Burrow, Jones, Brissett, Burrow, Saquon, Javonte, Kyron, Hampton, Tracy, and Neal. I'm going Saquon, Kyron for the moment. Then we got Chase, yes, Nico Sutton, DK, and Terry McLaurin. So I'm going Chase, Nico, and Sutton.
Yep.
I'm probably playing Neal and Javonte as well.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
You see,
I'm pausing Hampton right now.
Yeah. Did you see, like, if all fantasy leagues had like all-purpose yards, Chimere Dike would be the number 1 player in fantasy?
Assuming,
I guess
we're assuming yardage is all graded equally. Like kick return yardage is.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
I think he's on.
I like him as a player.
Yeah, I think he's on pace to break the record for most all-purpose yardage or something this year. Maybe not purpose yard, maybe return yardage, something along this, something crazy.
I mean, probably, right? Like they're giving up so many touchdowns, so like he just keeps getting it. That's interesting. I mean, he was a guy we talked about a bunch before the season. I like him a lot as a player, so good for him. Lamar, Stafford. I'm ready to put Lamar in a timeout corner. I feel you.
I mean, this is like you ride Stafford until he doesn't work anymore, right?
I just want to see. I know I have Lamar ranked above him. I just want to see how much. But Stafford's so good right now. I have Lamar at the moment at 4 and Stafford at 6 against Carolina. If I feel good about the rest of my team, I think I'm going Stafford because I think there's no chance Stafford busts.
Right.
If I need a big performance, I'm going to go Lamar.
Yep, that's right. I have Josh Allen and Stafford in the league, and you have to start Josh Allen, right? Because he can go for 60 any week. But I've been I hate having Stafford on the bench and like losing out on 25 points a week.
I ranked Allen lower than I ever have in a long time, at least last week, and I put him at 4.
Yeah, I know.
I'm back at 2 this week, but I'm like, I don't know. He's been bad. Yeah. I had a potential trade in our dynasty league that I have Josh Allen before the season. I wish I took it at the moment. I wish I got rid of it. Okay, so continue to ask fantasy questions. However, definitely jump in with your food takes. I think it's time that we need to rank Thanksgiving food, Luke.
Yeah, like I said, we've been on how many shows together that we've been kind of talking about Thanksgiving food. What do you like? What's the best dish? But we've never sat down and done it all.
No, we have not. And this is a tier list I found. So these are
Poggers mean. Is that a British thing?
No, it's a gamer term. Pog is play of the game. So we usually make this God tier. So let's just, in honor of the ranking show, we're gonna make this God tier, and then I think the rest are good. So we got God tier. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay-ish. I'd eat it to make my grandma happy, which is very real. And then a hard no. Okay, let me resize this a little bit on my screen so I can see it. Okay, here we go. I am unsure of all of these, so we'll have to decipher what these are together. Let's start with eggnog, because I have. Do you know what this is?
I can't really see it. Can you scroll down a little bit? There we go. Golden eggnog.
Like, well, is this like a marshmallow?
It looks like a
salad
thing.
Because these are. Yeah, this is like whipped cream, fruit, and Jello and stuff.
It looks like kind of like a whipped cream fruit salad almost.
Yep. Yeah, which I've had. It's usually they put pineapple in and it ruins it for me. But okay, let's start with eggnog though. I'm not an eggnog guy. Are you? Okay, so hard no.
Hard no. There's so many other drinks that are better than eggnog.
I agree. I don't need.
Do you?
Yeah, it's. Ugh.
Do you guys drink alcohol at like holidays, Thanksgiving, things like that? Like drink beer?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
I do too. I feel like a lot of people don't.
Oh, I mean, couldn't be my family,
right.
I suppose.
Right.
Before, I mean, as I'm walking in the door, there's usually some sort of beer handed to me.
Correct.
No matter, I mean, it makes me feel good. I mean, wherever I go in most places, I feel like they usually crack that. Andrew, and by the way, Luke, if you can watch the chat since I'm usually on a different page, Dak or Burrow? I'm going Burrow. I know it's a risk.
Burrow, yep.
Okay, so let's do that marshmallow fluff salad. Have you had this before? Because I have.
No, but I've had all the ingredients and I can imagine what it tastes like.
Yeah, it's usually okay in my opinion. So I would put it between okay-ish and I'd eat it to make my grandma happy.
I don't have a strong opinion on this. Like I don't love fruit salad as a whole. So I guess I'd eat it to make grandma happy, but okay-ish is fine.
People love it. So this honestly could be a bold take. That's like a Midwestern delight for a lot of people.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem like a Thanksgiving food to me, but we got a shrimp cocktail here, which I like.
Yeah, I don't like shrimp.
Oh, okay.
I don't love a lot of. If you put a gun to my head and say, here, you have to eat seafood, I would pick calamari just because calamari is like incredible. But I would pick crab like 100 million times over shrimp. Like I'm not a shrimp guy. And that's probably a wrong thing. I know a lot of people love shrimp.
I love shrimp. I mean, I would pick crab over it for sure. I'd pick scallops over it for sure. I would put this at okay-ish. So your hard no, we'll put it in the middle there.
The only reason that I would not want to put it, I'm fine with okay-ish. The only reason I would not want to put it is I'd eat it to make grandma happy because that kind of insinuates that grandma made it and you want to make her feel good. Do you really make shrimp? You just kind of boil it, right?
That's a great point.
Yeah. So I'm fine putting it in okay-ish.
Yeah, that's a great point. Looks like these are just dinner rolls, and in my opinion, these warm dinner rolls is God tier.
Yeah, they're the right tackle of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, very important. They gotta be there. Yep. These are look at these babies. These are buttery buns too. Look at that. Yeah. Fantastic. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's you just mix everything together and you just dip the bun in.
Yes, it looks like there's some repeats down here too, which does make me a little upset. So next though, mac and cheese. Jake and I talked about this on the Flurry Sports podcast for a brief second. First off, mac and cheese, great.
Yep.
It's not a Thanksgiving food for us.
So that's what I was going to ask you. Like, if are we just ranking in terms of food, or are we ranking in terms of you have to have the Thanksgiving aspect of it? Because if we're ranking in terms of food, mac and cheese is might be a top 5 like duo of all time.
Sure.
But in terms of Thanksgiving, like, yeah, I'm going to eat it every time. I'm going to like it every time. But it's not Thanksgiving. That's like calling Die Hard a Christmas movie, which is just not. It's just a movie that happens at Christmas. So
sure.
I mean, it's pretty good, I guess. But for the sake of argument, for the fun of this, like, I don't know. I don't really care.
Well, it's important to set the standard that the world revolves around us in this conversation. Oh. There's people, I'm not sure if it's a Southern thing or what it is, but there's people that are like, that is a Thanksgiving food. It's mac and cheese, but yeah. Sounds like it's neither of ours. So does that mean it's okay? What's this mean?
It's very, I know, that's what I'm stuck on. Because like when you have mac and cheese, it's God tier. But again,
sure,
you have it at Thanksgiving, no.
I mean, we don't know this, but you walk into Thanksgiving and mac and cheese is not there. You're not upset because it's not a Thanksgiving food.
Don't even know notice it.
But if it's there, you're like, oh, sick.
Yeah.
So I think that means,
yeah,
if it's there, cool. If it's not there, I'm not upset. So I think that means okay.
Yep.
So this is just mashed potatoes. Important to say, not gravy. Gravy looks to be over here.
Mm-hmm.
So just mashed potatoes.
I would put
What's
that
your take on this?
I would put that in, hey, that's pretty good, and the gravy makes it god tier.
I think that's fair. Some people, let's do this right now and we'll talk about stuffing next. I think it's this one. So there's a big debate. What's the better side dish? Is it stuffing or dressing, whatever you want to call it, or is it mashed potatoes and gravy? My opinion, stuffing.
So I think that this is kind of similar to a mac and cheese situation where stuffing is so synonymous with Thanksgiving. That's the only time you ever eat stuffing. And when you eat stuffing, it's so good. And you're like, why don't I make this more? But you just don't do it. You have to have stuffing. Mashed potatoes, you eat like I used to eat like every single day of my life, and I loved it every single time. In the Thanksgiving idea of it, I agree with you stuffing. But if we're put this head against head on like August 15th, it's mashed potatoes every day of the week.
That's fair. The way I've heard some people talk about, like from other places in the country, it feels like not a lot of people eat mashed potatoes normally. But to your point, you can get those whenever, all the time here.
Right. Yeah. So I guess like the stuffing gets like the McRib factor where you only get it, a certain time of year. So yeah, I'm fine with putting stuffing ahead of mashed potatoes.
Are we saying this is god tier?
I think so.
I think so too.
You ever have how do you make, or whoever makes your stuffing, do they ever put apples in it?
Yeah, that's good.
Awesome. Very good.
I like apples with all fall sort of foods.
Yeah.
Like we do like a bake of like apples and like sausage and potatoes and stuff here.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Awesome.
At home, just like a normal dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Let's go with this gravy then. So I do think gravy's god tier.
Yeah, it's the number one side dish.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is
one of my favorite drinks.
True. This is so I'm trying to compare it to like an NFL kind of position. I feel like you can't call gravy like a Jamar Chase, right? Because Jamar Chase is kind of more graceful than gravy. Feels like gravy is almost like the name Pat Williams keeps coming to my mind from the Vikings.
I think it's a Christian McCaffrey. I think it's a do-it-all.
Oh yeah. So in that aspect, yeah, I'm just thinking of like aesthetically, like this is just a gross, fat, defensive lineman who's going in and just dominating.
I mean, maybe it's that Rams kicker, thicker kicker.
True.
Doesn't look good, but
yeah, this is
job done.
To that point, this is Sebastian Janikowski.
True.
Yeah.
Janikowski has a fucking rifle on his leg,
Yeah.
shotgun on his leg. Green bean casserole. I am biased that I don't really like green beans very much, so I'll defer to you.
This is going to be our first change. This is going to be our first like real mix. Like green bean casserole is my number 2 to gravy for side dishes.
Really? Okay.
And I'm probably biased because if I went to, and shout out my mom, I'm sure she's going to watch this at some point. I always said that, if I got put onto like death row and I got one meal, it'd be her green bean casserole. I love green beans. I love casserole. I love just mush of green beans together. So I douse it in cheese, I douse it in gravy. Like green bean casserole is incredible to me.
Okay. I mean, you're going god tier?
Yeah, I'm going god tier.
Default to this? I'll put it there. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Again, for me, it's a hard no, but I'm going to give it to you. That's fine. Wine. I think we're both more beer guys than wine guys, but I appreciate a wine. Just not too sweet for me.
I hate wine. The only wine I like is champagne, which I don't really consider wine, but I guess it kind of is in the grand scheme of things. Every time that I'm offered wine, like to your point, I'd rather drink a beer.
100%. I do like, and again, my family doesn't really drink this, so it's never really there. I like a dry red wine.
Okay.
I don't like the super sweet shit. It makes me want to puke. So
I think my qualm with wine is that there are too many wine hardos and they act like they're better than you. Like I'm getting drunk, you're getting drunk. Who really cares?
Agreed. That being said, if someone offered me wine, I don't think I'd turn it down. I'd just drink it faster.
Yeah, that's fine.
To get back to the beer. So in my opinion, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay-ish, I think is a good spot for this.
Okay. Apple pie. Now, I don't think it's the god tier pie, but it's still a good pie.
Yeah. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's fair. There's great apple pies. Have you ever done the apple pie with like cheddar? That's a thing.
Oh yeah. So growing up, I used to eat red apple slices with cheddar cheese.
Yeah, it's great.
Incredible.
Anyone who thinks it's bad, I feel like hasn't tried it.
Right.
Next, this looks like those are carrots. So these must be sweet potatoes.
Oh, sweet potatoes. Yeah, I hate sweet potatoes, and I know you like sweet potatoes, so we're gonna be different on this.
Okay, yeah, I love them. Definitely polarizing.
Yeah,
like I fully get that.
I hate them, I would say.
Okay, but again, revolves around us. You hate them. Feel the same way about green bean casserole. I'll put it at Hayes. That's pretty good. It is probably. I mean, I think I said it on the podcast. That's my go-to side dish. So
I think hey, that's pretty good. Is fine because I think if you don't hate them, people are like never really disappointed by them. So
no one thinks they're fine.
Right.
You love them or you hate them.
Right.
For sure. Is this just a charcuterie board?
S.
I mean,
and you know why? Because
why?
I don't think that like this is not the charcuterie board that my family makes or like we get together. It's more of a lot of more meat, cheese, and crackers. But having meat, cheese, and crackers out all day is incredible.
Yes. I mean, my family in general, for a lot of these big family things, we've gone from sit down main dinner to just appetizers now.
Yep.
So you just eat the entire time. You just pick and stuff. So charcuterie board always hits.
Yep. I will say that there's nothing better. Like maybe you're up north for a couple days for 4th of July, or you have like family over for a couple days or something. When someone gets up in the morning, puts a whole bunch of food out, and you just leave it out all day, and you make your way back in the kitchen, you grab something to eat, come back. An hour later, it's still there. You go. That's an incredible thing to have.
So if you had to pick one cheese on your charcuterie board, what are you doing?
So my cheese has always been cheddar, but I feel like that's too generic of an answer. Like pepper jack is fun to have on there, I think, right?
I think that's my choice. Yeah.
I think that works well, especially with summer sausage. That's a great flavor combination.
Summer sausage is a god tier food.
So let me give you one more. What's the cracker choice?
I mean, man. Okay, so a Ritz cracker is very, very good.
Yeah. Ritz cracker is it's going out and it's giving you 19 points, 10 rebounds every single time.
Yeah. And I never go out of my way to get a Ritz cracker.
Right.
Like at the store, I mean, but I should.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a flaw of me.
I will say
if I'm a Wheat Thins fan though too.
Okay. So I recently got turned back on Wheat Thins. But if I'm ever going out, like I'm the one who has to pick up crackers. Like a couple weeks ago, I went up north to a hunting camp. I just grabbed a bunch of Ritz crackers just to throw out with cheese and stuff. So I think that's like the ultimate one. If I get to pick my favorite cracker of all time is chicken and biscuit.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So like that's the pick. Wheat Thins I got back into. I hated Wheat Thins, and we put out a charcuterie board at camp, which was awesome. We were just a bunch of crackers and a bunch of like different kind of cheese. And Wheat Thins is very good with a bacon cheddar that I got.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that is good. Wheat Thins, they used to have Wheatables. That was basically Wheat Thin. I don't know why they went away. Those are my favorite.
Yeah,
but love a Wheat Thin. I also don't hate a Triscuit, but it has to be time and place.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about Triscuits, not Wheat Thin. Well, aren't those the same thing?
No, very different. Both wheat, but Triscuit's like a loose weave. Like it's crumbly.
Yeah,
they're good though.
I had Wheat Thins, not Triscuits. Yes.
You had Wheat Thins though, like the smaller ones. They're small.
Correct.
Okay. I like both, but yeah, Triscuit's time and place.
Yeah, it's chicken.
What's this? Like a cheesy potato situation? Scalloped potatoes?
Yeah, got you.
Cheesy potatoes.
Next.
Yeah. Yeah. Two Wisconsin guys doing a food tier list. Nice.
So you know how people like get sick of food and stuff, and anyone who's ever lived in, I guess it probably extends out to the Midwest. It's always cheesy potatoes, and it's always the number one thing at every single family gathering. That's the thing that always goes the quickest. That's the thing you have to load up on, otherwise you're not getting any.
That's the thing. One of my biggest flaws with that really bad Thanksgiving side dish article that we went through on Flurry Sports Podcast. There's no way that Wisconsin isn't cheesy potato.
I know.
Like if you asked them, and by the way, if you gave them a choice, like stuffing, cheesy potato, whatever, it's for sure cheesy potato. But if you asked one person, it'd be like, yeah, probably stuffing. And then you say, what about cheesy potato? It'd be like, oh, of course.
And you know what's great about cheesy potatoes is everyone's family, they all say, my mom's cheesy potatoes are the greatest thing on earth. My grandma's. It's all made the exact same way. It all tastes the exact same way. It's all incredible.
They're all exactly the same. You're correct.
Yeah.
100%. Cranberries. I love cranberries. I know that's polarizing as well.
Yeah, I cranberries are very middle of the road for me. I throw it in because I like the little sweet when you mix everything together. So I'm fine with cranberry sauce.
I would put it. Hey, that's pretty good.
That's fine.
Okay, representing Wisconsin, number
Yeah,
one producer.
I'm not mad about that.
Deviled eggs, another polarizing one. What's
Hard
your
no.
thoughts here?
Eggs gross me out.
Oh, you hate eggs. I feel like this might be Jake Osmond's favorite food.
Great. Well, that makes sense for him, but crazy.
He has eaten too many of these, and they're usually lukewarm, which is bad.
You're telling me a guy whose favorite beer is Hams likes deviled eggs? I would say that I could have seen that coming, and I don't even know the guy.
Yeah, no shit. No shit. I would say I would put them at okay. So you're there. Let's put them there.
I'm a hard no. And maybe this is one where you, like, if you don't like them, you do actually stomach them because your grandma probably does make these. This is a very old person food.
That's very fair. It's very fair. Spinach artichoke dip.
Never once had at Thanksgiving. I love spinach artichoke dip, but
agreed.
Like that kind of fits the same thing as mac and cheese for me.
There's no way this is a Thanksgiving food.
No, this is I'm going to the bar on Wednesday before Thanksgiving and having this while I'm drinking a beer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's odd. Let's stick in the same vein. We'll go here next. This is a cheese ball.
Reed stirs in the chat. Chase Brown or Bucky Irving this week?
Oh, that is tough. I would go.
I did see that. I'm sorry.
I would go Chase Brown.
Agreed.
With Samaje Perine being back, he should catch fewer passes, unfortunately, but I'd still go him at the moment.
I think he gets more carries than Bucky.
Yeah, probably. Cheese ball is a Thanksgiving food, I would say. That's a fall food, a winter food in the Midwest here. And I mean, to me, it's God tier. It's a cheese ball.
It's cheese.
Yeah, yeah. Some people get a little too flippy, dippy, fancy bullshit with it, but simplify it.
Cheese. Cheese is always going to be God tier.
Yes, cinnamon rolls, which for my money is like if you want pure happiness, like cinnamon rolls in the morning with coffee is it. So to me, this is God tier.
That's my next step with coffee. I haven't done like donuts and coffee yet, or pastries and coffee. So yes, I mean, happiness in one food is cinnamon rolls. So I can't imagine what it is with coffee. Like cinnamon rolls. If anyone says hard no on cinnamon rolls, that they're rolling down. They're not a real person.
Cinnamon roll, they're so good.
That might be number one thing.
I agree. So God tier for us. Have you heard? I can't remember if this is a Cincinnati thing or some places people do cinnamon roll in a bowl with chili on it. Have you heard that?
I haven't, but
I've never tried it, but
I mean,
I'm interested.
It's a mix of sweet and savory, so I imagine it's good.
Right. Yeah. I'm not against it. I feel like I'd like them both separately better, but
like that reminds me when KFC did the chicken tender between two glazed donuts, which was incredible.
I've had a burger like that and it was fine.
Yeah.
Ham, which again, I would say potentially not a Thanksgiving food, but I know a lot of people are.
We do ham. I like ham is my number one favorite, like lunch meat, any kind of meat, it's ham. My mom did it she marinated it in Dr. Pepper, which was incredible.
Ooh,
So ham is God tier for me. I understand why it wouldn't be God tier for other people. So, but I mean, this is the number one recruit to me.
I love ham. It's just not Thanksgiving food for me.
Right.
Maybe our family does do ham. In my opinion, people who complain about turkey being bad just don't know how to cook turkey.
Right.
Because I think turkey's good when you cook it right. I think it's very easy to fuck up.
Yeah.
But ham, you can't mess it up. It's so good.
I agree. Good. Pineapple with ham is incredible.
Not a pineapple.
I know you're not a pineapple guy, but it's incredible.
Really quick side tangent. I came today for Lindsay's birthday. We went to a Korean barbecue and like hot pot place, and they had like pork belly, which is essentially just ham.
Right.
That like marinated and you grill it there. That was
sounds awesome.
Unbelievable. You would love that. Carrots. Are you a cooked carrots or a raw carrots guy?
I'm a no carrots. I hate carrots. Might be it's in my bottom 5 foods of all time.
I mean, I think it's similar to sweet potato, but I love them.
I can't stand carrots.
Okay, fair enough. There's a lot of people who like one or the other. I'm surprised you don't like any.
I mean, I guess I eat. I would never. I don't eat cooked carrots. I don't like the mush. I don't like the taste. I don't like the sweet.
Sure.
Raw carrots, I guess, is fine, but I'm dipping that in onion dip or ranch or something, so I guess it kind of cancels out the carrot part of it.
Yeah, put in a nice Dean French onion dip, and
Right.
way
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah, I'm very out on carrots.
I'm just gonna put them next to this.
That's fine.
Apple cider, I guess, which is great.
Yeah.
I guess I never had this at Thanksgiving, but it technically is a Thanksgiving thing, like a fall thing, I think.
Yeah, I don't drink apple cider ever. I don't know when the last time I drank it was, but I like apples and cinnamon together. I don't know why I haven't drank it. So I'm not out on this. Do you like hot or cold apple cider?
Cold, like if you go to an orchard and get like that cold pressed cider, that's one of my favorite things ever.
Okay. So like, let's say, do you get snow by you, by the way, today?
Yeah, sucks. It was like freezing rain all day.
So like, let's say that's like a night like tonight. Are you still going with the cold or are you going with the warm?
I'd prefer cold. What I will say, we go up north to like Duluth, like winter Christmas festival in a couple weeks. Actually, we go every year, and they always have hot cider with a shot of cedar gin in it. So like some gin in it, banging.
Yeah,
so
sounds good.
Spiked hot cider, I think, is the way to go.
Okay.
Whether it be gin or whiskey or something in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, cider's great. So,
yeah, this is an okay to me, or it's between hey, that's pretty good and okayish, in my mind.
Okay, yeah, I would say hey, it's pretty good. If it's, I love it. So cool.
Yep.
What is this pie?
Looks like cherry.
Rhubarb.
Oh, rhubarb pie. Yeah.
This isn't Thanksgiving though. Like rhubarb's done.
That is like August.
Yeah, I love rhubarb.
Yeah, I don't have it enough to really have a strong opinion about it. I like what I've had of it though.
You like tart food, so I feel like you would love a lot of rhubarb stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I was gonna say it's the best pie here. I don't think so. I think that goes to one other one, but hey, that's pretty good. Is that fair?
Yep, that's fine. I'm interested to see which pie you think, because I think we have different pies that we're thinking of as far and away the best.
Okay, let's hear what pie is your best.
My pie, like without a doubt, is pumpkin pie.
Yes.
Okay.
Agreed.
That's another thing where you only get it around Thanksgiving. It's got the McRib factor where like why don't we eat this year round? I guess pumpkins probably aren't in season, that's why. But it's so fucking good every time you have it. I used to put down whole pumpkin pies by myself.
It always hits. It's so damn good.
Yeah.
The DQ pumpkin pie blizzard's great too.
I hate that pumpkin, I guess pumpkin spice and all that kind of got a bad rap because that's what all white women get and all the basic stuff. Like why are we making fun of that? That is incredible.
I've been there the entire time. Like there's a moment in my life, like in college, I think like people are like, Zach, did you know you're kind of a basic bitch? Like you wear flannels, you like pumpkin spice. Those are just good things. If you don't like them,
there's nothing to be made fun of for.
If there's one thing about me, I'm objective. If Christian Watson starts playing well, I'll admit it. I'll say he's playing well, even though I hate him.
Right.
Yeah. Pumpkin spice is fantastic. It's delightful. It's very good.
Yeah, for sure. This pumpkin pie is like it kind of feels like this is gonna be feels like a Jamal Murray kind of player where for counting like Thanksgiving, Christmas is like the playoffs of the year where that really comes alive and really shines and really starts to dominate.
That's true. Yeah, it's always pretty good. You just don't really think about it. You don't pay much attention, but when the lights shine the brightest, it shows up for sure.
Yeah. I guess it'd be more apt to say Patty Mills in the Olympics for Australia.
Very true. Yeah, he turned into the best player on the planet.
Yeah.
So with that being said, pecan pie, I hate because I don't like pecans.
Yeah, I guess I don't like pecans. I don't know that I've ever had pecan pie, but I don't like pecans. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean that's a hard no.
How do you feel about almonds? I feel like we've had this conversation. Do you like almonds?
I do.
Yeah, they have I forget who the big almond, the flavored almond seller is, where they come in little jars.
Like Diamond?
Diamond, yeah. The spicy dill pickle of that is incredible snack.
So good.
Yeah, I have a jar in my desk, and that's my breakfast. I just grab a handful of those every morning, and they're incredible.
I don't know if you like wasabi, but there's like a wasabi and soy sauce one. Those are good too.
Yeah, agreed. Do you ever have the salt and vinegar one of those?
I'm sure I have, and I'm sure it's good.
Odd flavor, because almonds got a little flavor to it, and salt and vinegar doesn't really complement it well, but I don't know. It's interesting.
Okay, I may have to revisit it because I like salt and vinegar.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
One of the best flavors. Oh, what is this?
Looks like some kind of casserole.
I honestly have no idea.
I will say, it looks like something I would eat.
It looks good. Yeah, it looks good. So blind ranking here. Would I eat that? I mean, yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
No idea.
That just looks like green bean casserole with less beans.
So lastly, we got turkey. And like I said earlier, I think if you hate turkey, I just don't think you know how to cook.
Right.
With that being said, it's not God tier.
Do you think that it has to be like grandfathered into God tier though? Just because it's so iconic, it's like Babe Ruth. It's like the strawberry Pop Tart. It's like Thanksgiving is turkey.
I mean, I understand that, but hey, what have you done for me lately?
Fair.
If you haven't shown up, if you haven't put in the work, I'm not just going to crown you as the champion here. You got to work for it.
And you know what's great about turkey is like when we talk about you leave Thanksgiving food all day. Nobody's ever going to finish a whole turkey by themselves. So that's something you go in and just pick at, and you pick at that for a whole week after. And it's good every time. Do you like the dark meat or light meat better?
Dark.
Yeah,
gotta go dark.
100%.
Yeah. Light meat can get dry. You mix that in with some. Next day, you make some turkey a la king or something. You mix that with the gravy and you put that on some biscuits or something. Good to go. So that being said, I mean, it's for sure below ham, right? So
yeah,
I think it's okay. I think it's
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to discredit what it's done for Thanksgiving.
Sure.
I'm giving it its flowers here. Like it's what has Bill Russell done for the NBA? What has turkey done for Thanksgiving? I think
Bryce Campbell's shown up a couple times, but for sure we're still thinking of older times.
Right. I think it has to be at least, hey, that's pretty good if we're not putting in God tier.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? We'll dish out respect here.
To your point though, that's become like a popular take on the internet is people are saying that they don't like turkey and things like that. Just make it better.
Yeah. It's not bad by default. You're saying it's bad because it's dry. It's not dry when when it's raw. Don't cook it that way.
Right. That's always been my take. And I guess, I have a lot of takes where I don't like food, like certain kinds of food. But food is food. Just make it better. It'll be better.
Yeah. Figure it out. It's really not that hard.
Right.
If you have any sort of, just figure it out.
Just add some seasoned salt to it. It's going to be good.
Good point. Yeah. Get some Lawry's, sprinkle that on there.
Right.
Break out some ketchup, grow up. It'll be fine.
That might be a fun rankings show, doing cabinet spices.
Honestly, that's very good.
Yeah.
We should do that. That feels like an in-person one where we could open the cabinet and see what we got. That's a very good idea. If you have any other ideas, by the way, this is sort of a little glimpse into what the ranking show is, which we will bring back in the off season for sure. Let us know anything you want ranked, and anything does mean anything. Absolutely anything.
What do you think would be the worst take that Trevor would have had during this?
I know he's a turkey hater.
Okay.
I mean, Trevor the hater. I mean,
he feels like a guy who's he eats all the deviled eggs at Thanksgiving.
He is a deviled egg guy.
Yeah.
I feel like, what's the most blasphemous take here?
That's what I'm thinking.
Gravy isn't very good.
Right.
I feel like you'd be like, oh, I like mashed potatoes with butter.
Yeah, probably doesn't like the steamed buns.
Yeah, for sure. Or cinnamon rolls. He's probably out. I'm just gonna message right now just in case we get some message back. Just ask him if he hates cinnamon rolls.
Well, yeah, and then throw in there. And what is your least favorite Thanksgiving food?
Cinnamon rolls. Also, what's your least favorite Thanksgiving food? Okay, we'll see if he answers. He's with family right now, so he may not. But if he answers before we get off here, we will cut that back into the video. But just a little recap here. God tier, we got these dinner rolls, we got stuffing, we got gravy, we got green bean casserole, we got charcuterie, we got cheesy potatoes, cheese ball. He might not like cheesy potatoes.
Trevor loves cinnamon rolls. He just responded.
Love cinnamon rolls. Okay, he's got a good take. Got a good take there. Ham is God tier. Pumpkin pie is God tier.
There it is.
What do you say?
Stuffing.
Oh, Trevor. Cranberry sauce or stuffing. Cranberry sauce, whatever. I like it, but I get it. stuffing. I'm just gonna say thank you. We got what we need. So Trevor does not like stuffing. Trevor is un-American. So he is someone who did not, as of 2 years ago, could not comprehend that people put cream cheese on bagels, even though on both sets of packaging, they have the other food on it. So that's what we're working with there. Trevor is right. And I know that is your truth, and I respect your truth.
Yeah. I have a fantasy football question that my buddy just texted me. I don't know that he knows that I'm on a show, just to text me out of the blue. So he needs a win this week to make the playoffs.
Okay.
He has to start 3 guys: Saquon Barkley, Chase Brown, Travis Etienne, RJ Harvey, and he also has Kenneth Gainwell. PPR.
Has to start how many?
3 out of Barkley, Brown, Etienne, Harvey, Gainwell.
So Barkley, you're starting.
Yeah, he said, I don't think I can sit Barkley. I'm leaning towards sitting Chase Brown because he was so bad with Burrow to start the year, and Etienne and Harvey have good matchups this week.
Yeah, I mean, I like Harvey. To me, I'm putting Harvey next. Etienne or
I like Etienne this week.
Chase Brown. I do too. Again, usage has been a little bit weird with Etienne and them, but I think I am doing that because I do think Chase Brown catches fewer passes with Samaje Perine there. And I mean, to his point, Burrow just doesn't check it down.
Right.
Doesn't have to. So, yeah. I think that's what I would do. It's tough. That is a tough one. And Gainwell, again, great matchup, but very easily could go south there.
Yep. All right, I'll text him back. Barkley, Etienne, Harvey.
Yeah. Harvey, I'm very interested to watch the usage rate of Harvey this week because if we get 2 games in a row of him just dominating that backfield work, he's very good rest of season.
Yep.
I was surprised how much he dominated the work. And I know Jaleel McLaughlin came in the red zone and stole that touchdown, which I think there's going to be more of that. Just the fact that I was very surprised he dominated that work. And if he continues to do so, then fantastic.
Do you want to? I got a little game here that I just thought of. If you want to hang out for a little bit longer,
sure.
Tell me if you're in or out on these takes. I guess takes.
Love it.
If you're in or out on these takes, if you're in or out on these predictions, things like that.
Okay.
The first one, Jackson Smith-Njigba sets the all-time receiving record this year.
I'm out on it. Like who has the record? Is that still Calvin?
Yeah, he's on pace to break it right
now. I think the Seahawks slow down. I think Sam Darnold slows down. So I'm going to go out.
Okay. One that I think you're probably going to be in on. Does Myles Garrett get the sack record?
Yeah, he doesn't even need them anymore. He needs like 5.
He needs 5 in 6 games.
Yeah. Very much in. And if anyone watched my futures betting video 2 weeks ago and didn't place all those bets, that's on you.
Yep.
I said Stafford MVP. I said Garrett sack leader and defensive player of the year. Everything had great odds. That's on you.
Yep. I got a couple playoff ones here for you.
Okay.
I guess not playoff, but record wise. Pittsburgh continues the streak of being 500 or better.
Let me look at their schedule really quick. It's going to be right there.
I mean, that's what
it always is. Yeah. So right now they are 6-5. They have matchups against the Bills, the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Lions, the Browns, the Ravens. So they're able to drop 1 extra. I think they got it. I think yes.
Okay. The Chicago Bears win the NFC North.
Yes, I think they will.
Interesting. Okay.
Hate that.
Yep. There's a Kansas City does not represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. So it's either Kansas City or the field. Kansas City is currently 6-5, 10 seed in the AFC.
I know. Give me Kansas City.
I agree 100% with you. I'm not betting against them.
No, absolutely not. And they are not built right now to go, but they'll figure it out.
I will say we
You
do
always do.
the song and dance every year that, the dynasty's finally over, and Patrick Mahomes has only ever made it to the AFC Championship.
I know. It's like, who are even the other options? It's not the Bills. It's not the Ravens, in my opinion.
I mean,
Like Broncos, I think could.
can Denver ride the defense?
Yeah, then could the offense figure it out enough? I think yes.
I mean, there's the only 10-win team in the NFL right now is New England.
Right. I think the Patriots aren't
like,
fully real.
Yeah, it feels like they're overachieving.
Their schedule's so patty cake.
Right.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
And then Indianapolis would be the other one.
I don't trust it.
And I'm not taking Daniel Jones to get to a Super Bowl.
If the Chiefs make the dance, they win.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I'll give me the Chiefs.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I really have. I'm trying to think of one more. Like the easy one, Stafford MVP. I would say yes.
Yeah, it's the race is fully over.
We talked about that last week, where this would be an all-time thing. Stafford comes to the Rams, wins the MVP, wins Super Bowl, and rides off.
Yeah, he's got to do it. He has to put ego aside, and like, if he wins, even if he just wins MVP, walk off on this, man.
Right.
Like, you are an all-time great, undisputed. No one can argue against it if he does that.
Yeah, Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
He's probably already a Hall of Famer, but it solidifies it.
For sure. And he will avoid, like, if this is Rodgers' last year, by the way, people are going to talk about him weirdly. People are going to forget because of the Jets and the way this ended. Like, people aren't going to talk about him with the respect that's deserved. If Stafford ends like that, he will always be like, oh, Stafford was one of the greatest ball throwers of all time. If he wasn't on Detroit, who knows? He could have been the greatest of all time. Everyone will say that.
Right. It's kind of like that. Yeah. Like the bad endings kind of, cloud your judgment of what they really are. I mean, that's Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson too. Yeah.
Even Eli Manning to a degree.
Sure. Yeah. He fell apart at the end.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. Someone was that was on this show. One of the shows, someone said, I believe in Deshaun Watson. He's good in the locker room or something. Said,
yeah,
maybe, but I'm not hitching my wagon to Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, that was it on our show or was it on a sports podcast? Yeah.
I was in the chat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they were talking about how he's a mentor. Like, I mean, if that's the case, that's alarming.
Right.
Whatever, fine.
Okay, I got one more for you that I just thought of. That's a fun one. Okay. He has one win to his career. Shedeur Sanders finishes the season over under 1.5 wins as a starter.
So you're saying essentially, will he get one more win?
2.5 wins. I'm going to give him one just because he has one win head start here.
Okay, I was going to say he'll get.
Yeah,
it actually made me think a little bit. I think under then.
So
I'll give him one more.
Okay.
Do you think he keeps getting better this year or no?
I mean, I guess we're at a spot where Shedeur Sanders, it's like he can be like, we've only seen, I guess he didn't really have that great of a game. He just got the ball to his playmakers and they made plays, right? So that's probably right what the game plan is the rest of the year. So it's probably going to be hard for him to be worse. But if he's ever put into a situation where he's got to come back from 10 points in the fourth quarter to win the game, he's going to throw a losing interception. He's going to get killed for it. And people are going to say that, he's worse than what he was.
I will say it does feel true. It feels storyline right if he goes 500 as a starter or so.
Yeah.
And the Browns feel like, okay, we can build around this guy and he's their quarterback next year.
Right.
And if that's the case, Browns are interesting because they would have a very early draft pick, not needing a quarterback, drafted very good rookies. Like they could do something.
So I guess to take that one step further, they're both at one. Who finishes with more wins, Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders?
That's interesting. Cam Ward looked good last week, by the way. I think
he's in my streamer quarterback article. He's got a good. I think they play from behind against Jacksonville. Jacksonville he can pass on.
True. Yeah, Cam Ward. Yeah, I'm not out on him. Don't treat him as a bust. If anyone is, I'll go Cam Ward. I think he can mess around and win some games he shouldn't at the end of the year.
Yeah. Is there any I guess the quarterback coming in? Here's some pre-draft talk. We'll do draft stuff always in the off season. Is there a quarterback coming in that you would rather have than Cam Ward?
Like if
Cam Ward was in this draft, would he still be the number one quarterback?
I don't think so. I think Mendoza is going to be the number one. I think he still would be.
So that kind of brings an interesting scenario up where do you always really, if you have the number one pick, do you always try to go for the quarterback if you need it, or do you try to trade back for a bundle of stuff? Can you fill out an offensive line and then wait a year to get a quarterback coming in?
You gotta build the offensive line first, man.
Always.
We've seen it too many times. Joe Burrow, look at him. Andrew Luck, look at him. Like you can't do that. So yeah, just build the offensive line, and also don't act like you'll never see a prospect like this again.
Right.
This isn't Cooper Flagg, Victor Wembanyama, something like that. Like quarterbacks come, quarterbacks go. All of them know ball. All of them can ball. It's just right system, right time, right team around them. Look at Brock Purdy. Like
you're right. Last pick in the draft.
I don't think he's that great, but right system, right time, right everything. Like just build the team and then put somebody there.
I mean, Brady,
100%. Russell Wilson was a third rounder.
Right.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, who I don't think is that good, but you put the pieces around him and they're very good.
Also, never, ever, ever trade up in the first round. I think positionless, I'm talking, for a prospect.
So
don't trade up for anybody based on potential. So we trade up for guys.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I'm just trying to think of how like Jacksonville did this last year, right? Trading up for Travis Hunter. I think Travis Hunter
mistake.
Oh, okay. We're different on that, but I'm a Travis Hunter guy. Like I think he can once he figures out, of course, it's once you figure out you're also in Jacksonville, so who the fuck knows what goes on down there. But I think he can be elite at either corner or receiver. I think he's probably a receiver in the NFL, but
I think he needs to pick one, in my opinion.
Agreed 100% with you.
But yeah, I think he can be good doing that. But even still, I would say they gave up too much to do so. I think you draft a good receiver and a good corner with both of those two picks that they would have used.
Yeah.
And you would be better off. I mean, some people would say you trade. I don't think he's a prospect. Some people would potentially say Jackson Smith and Jigba was a prospect you could have traded up for.
So I guess,
which again, he was a guy coming out of college. Everyone knew what he was.
Right. I guess in the same vein that they didn't trade up for him, but I would imagine they probably fielded some offers for him. It's like when Atlanta drafted Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. That was something based on potential. I know what they were doing. They think it's a matchup. You can exploit a matchup with a guy who's that athletic at the position.
Right.
But there's always athletes at tight end who are raw football wise. There was no reason to do that.
Did you see, and it looks so bad now, of course, hindsight is always, 2020. Do you see like the 6 picks after Kyle Pitts?
Were they all crazy?
Let me read them to you here.
Okay.
Come on. Where is it? Here it is. So Kyle Pitts
trending now. It's trending now on Packers Twitter. Everyone's upset that we didn't go with Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Also,
weird.
Watch our Packers draft show. All three of us were on Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Of course, yeah.
This was the draft, just for some context. Trevor Lawrence went 1, Zach Wilson went 2, Trey Lance went 3. Kyle Pitts went 4. Okay. Jamar Chase went 5. Jalen Waddle went 6. Penei Sewell went 7. J.C. Horn went 8. Pat Surtain went 9. Devontae Smith went 10. And then Justin Fields. Micah Parsons went 11. Micah Parsons went 12. Rashawn Slater went 13. And then, nothing else crazy after that. This was also the Kadarius Toney draft. Yikes. But Landon Dickerson, second round pick. Like, it just, like, those 10 names or so after Kyle Pitts is just crazy.
That's ridiculous. I mean, I understand you can. I hate the take of being like, oh, we went with this guy at pick 20 when this guy who was way better went at pick 48. Who cares? That's not. He was drafted there essentially for a reason. But if we're talking like right after, that's why when I do like the Packers recap, like who I would have drafted if I was the Packers, I always look within like 2 or 3 picks after. Mm-hmm. Like this is the same tier guy, and you just fucked up.
Correct.
Like Falcons, I mean, you can criticize that. Again, I like Michael Penix, but that's still highly you can criticize that decision.
We need to figure out a way to get Michael Penix upper body on Justin Fields' lower body.
Yeah, we can figure it out. We got the science for that. I agree.
That left arm is too much of a rocket to not have in the NFL.
Or put it on Jalen Hurts.
Right.
Just flip those.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts' lower body and then Michael Penix's mind and arm. That would be incredible.
Yeah, and just looking back at this is insane after college. Jamar Chase, All-Pro. Penei Sewell, All-Pro. J.C. Horn, like potential All-Pro. Patrick Surtain, DPOY. Micah Parsons, DPOY. Rashawn Slater, one of the best offensive linemen in the league.
Could you imagine Jamar Chase, Drake London?
Yeah.
And then they had Jonnu Smith, but keep Jonnu Smith, keep him at tight end.
Yeah, could you imagine Jesse Bates, Pat Surtain?
Yeah. Any of those guys. But
right.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yep.
That's tough to stomach. That's also very fair. So, Penix's upper body fields his legs. Yeah.
That's what needs to happen.
We got the science for that. He's already out anyways. We don't need to talk about it. Just do the surgery.
This was also just to get the Packer in there. With the 29th overall pick, the Packers drafted Eric Stokes out of the University of Georgia.
We should go back at all of our draft coverages, live coverages for the Packers draft picks, and just cut them together. Because that was a very accurate reaction, I would say.
Yeah. Aaron Banks in this draft, too. Not very good.
Wow. Great
Creed
player.
Humphrey, second rounder to the Chiefs. Some would say that he's part of the reason for Super Bowls.
What happened to pick before that?
Before Creed Humphrey?
Yeah, or Packers were like...
The Green Bay Packers drafted Josh Myers.
Yeah, exactly. Same position. So they were looking at the position. Which one are you going to go with?
Right. Shout out our Wyatt guy, Quinn Miners, in the third round.
Great pick.
Been nice to have. That's really all for all pros. Hufanga in the fifth. Trey Smith in the sixth, another Kansas City cornerstone to Super Bowls.
Yeah, that was a steal. He's very good.
Yeah. Interesting. It's always fun going back.
Kind of having someone who knows how to draft feels like cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. As a Green Bay Packers fan, I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
Not fair. But if anyone's watching this still, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you. Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Obviously, normally Thursdays leading up to Thursday Night Football, we do these fantasy shows. So
with
Thursday, definitely join us.
Yeah, with that being said, if you have last second stuff, we usually do it last second before Thursday. If you got it in the morning, drop them. We'll get to all the questions wherever you're watching this.
Yeah. Whether you want to tweet at us or ask them in the comments, definitely ask them in the comments if you're there. Subscribe, follow us, give it a like, do all of that good stuff as well. Every single day in November, we have a brand new video up on this channel. Tomorrow, Luke will have his Survivor pick. So come and watch that, see who Luke is picking for this week. And I am going to guess on Friday, we will have our Thanksgiving tier list that you just watched. So if you have any Thanksgiving hot takes or your rankings, definitely go and comment that as well. Brad Holmes is a lead at drafting, says, and I agree.
Agreed.
He has definitely done a very good job. I mean, again, our draft coverage, I think, has been unbelievably accurate. I called Penei Sewell a Hall of Famer before that draft. Like, I love Penei Sewell, dude. He is everything I thought and more. He's the perfect prospect.
He's like the perfect player.
Yes. This is the guy you want on your team. He is, I assume I compared him to this at the time. Like, he's Anthony Munoz from Cincinnati Bengals. Like, he's that type of dude. He's so good. Fuck. Yeah, he should play tight end this week with Brock Wright potentially out. Like, he should just do that. Thank you, Browner, for asking a Twitch question here. Any final questions, definitely get them in. Start one wide receiver, one flex. We got Alec Pierce, Kareem Hunt, Brian Thomas Jr., and Parker Washington and Neal. One wide receiver, one flex. So which wide receiver to start between Pierce, Brian Thomas Jr., and Washington? Pierce plays the Texans, I know for sure, but he's very tough.
I know.
Brian Thomas Jr. plays somebody he can exploit. I know that. Let's see. There you go. Tennessee, and I assume he's healthy. I think he's going to play. Obviously, Washington, that same game. I mean, if Brian Thomas Jr. plays, I think you have to start him. If he doesn't play, I think you go Washington.
Yep, agreed. I'm loading up Brian Thomas. I know it's not a popular thing. Jacksonville should be winning this game. They should be able to pass the ball. Brian Thomas.
Nino, definitely ask your question. We don't mind at all.
And then my flex, Kareem Hunt had his highest usage last week, like 30 carries. Does that do anything for you?
No, just because Pacheco's going to play.
I hate Isaiah Pacheco.
Me too.
Yeah, I love
Kareem Hunt's been great without Pacheco.
I know.
I think it's back to a split where neither is overly great for fantasy, but Hunt will be used in those crucial situations, short yardage, goal line, all of that. That being said, I am going to go Neal.
Yeah, and I think Neal probably works more between the 10s, the 20s, whatever you want to say. And this feels like it feels like whenever they're on national TV, you get a Kareem Hunt, 10 carries for 17 yards and a touchdown.
For sure, Hunt has more touchdown upside, but I think you need the touchdown for him to be more valuable.
Correct.
And with Pacheco there, like I just don't want to trust it.
Yep, I agree.
And Dallas's interior defensive line is scary, man.
Yes. Yeah, nobody talking about like Quinn Williams, Kenny Clark together.
Yeah, they very much improved. Jerry's been in his bag, or whatever you want to say. He's made some good moves this year. 1 wide receiver, 2 flex for Nino, Jacoby, Jaden Higgins, Burden, RJ Harvey, Pacheco, Hunt, Sean Tucker, and Algier.
Harvey is for sure a flex.
Yes. I think I would go Jacoby, Higgins, and Harvey.
Jacoby, Higgins. Yeah.
He's got big play bonus as well.
Yeah. Then I like Jacoby for the big play bonus, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. Higgins has been he's finally grown into that like legitimate wide receiver 2 role there now. Like in 12 personnel, in everything, he's playing that wide receiver.
Yeah, I'm interested to watch Houston this week because I want to see how much the offense changes with CJ Stroud back.
Agreed.
Which is kind of a crazy thing to say, but I've always been a Davis Mills supporter, so I'm with Davis Mills playing good football, man. I love it.
Davis Mills, I mean, we've seen this all the time, and I'm not even saying Davis Mills is a better quarterback, but these backups come in with nothing to lose, right, and they're going to rip it. If something's there, they're going to take it.
Right.
And that's what you need. We can't be fucking thinking here. If something's there, you got to take it, and he's doing it.
I mean, especially with how much CJ Stroud's underperformed compared to his rookie year. Like, you don't really have to do anything to impress anyone.
I know. And all of a sudden, you lose a couple games with CJ Stroud, like season on the line. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Like, do you pull a JJ McCarthy and all of a sudden now I'm hurt again with them?
Right.
Maybe.
I also
I hope Hampton plays then. It sounds like Hampton might, which kind of surprises me.
I don't love it because I don't love Chargers offensive line. Like, it's not a great unit at all, which kind of sucks for them because they had good players to start the year. I would imagine that's probably a point of emphasis in the draft for them. But yeah, let's hope. Hampton's fun to watch play football, man.
Their run blocking has been atrocious. It's been like unbelievably bad. They did get, they're coming off a bye too, but they did trade for Trevor Penning, who is a dog. I like him. He's certainly a liability in pass protection every once in a while, but in terms of moving bodies, he can do that. So I do think he helps that out. Mr. Crispy traded Pinheiro for Butker. Is that good? Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Pinheiro, he needed a non-injured kicker, and very true. Butker's going to be good.
Yeah, I don't think kicker trades ever move the needle, right? But if you're getting a Kansas City kicker for an injured kicker, I know Pinheiro's been like incredible in his career that nobody really talks about. But yeah, Butker's fine. Kansas City, like we just talked about, they're probably coming out of the AFC. They're probably going to score points on the stretch here. So Butker's going to be very involved.
Agreed. Browner asked, is he a PPR scam though? I'm assuming Hampton?
Probably. Is what he's talking about.
Hampton's going to, he's a 3-down back. He's great. He's going to catch a bunch of passes. They keep talking about that 1-2 punch with him and Vidal. And I think Vidal can catch passes too. So I don't love that. We've also seen Ladd McConkey come alive a little bit more with him out. We've seen Gadsden come alive a little bit more with him out. So there's more guys underneath to throw to than just Hampton at this point. He'll still catch passes, but I don't know if it's going to be the same rate. And happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Yeah, appreciate you all here.
Yeah. Sleeper Pinheiro. Yeah, I mean, with kickers in general, I've had good success with kickers. Obviously, going back to the whole do not draft a kicker strategy, and then you just stream them, which I think is super easy to stream. Just take the name out of every kicker other than maybe Brandon Aubrey. Just look at the situation, the team, and all of that. Like you want teams that can move the ball, and then hopefully they play a defense that's bend and don't break, like a defense that shores up in the red zone. So like Pinheiro, he's landed in a good situation, and all of a sudden he's playing super well.
I'll throw a little thorn into that though. With the nerds invading, teams going for it on fourth down now. Like on paper, Jake Bates should be the best kicker in fantasy football. That just they go for every fourth down when they're inside the 30. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, to your point, yes, for the most part, I agree.
Agreed. Yeah, there's a couple outlier situations, and hopefully that doesn't become more of a trend. But yeah, Lions, yeah, he's really not usable at all.
Like, again, Lions have top 3 offense in the NFL. He should be number 1 kicker every single year, and he's just not used.
Yep.
Did you see his kick last night, by the way? It did like the worm.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
That was weird. Yeah, that was odd. Do we post this on TikTok? Not usually. We should do more on TikTok. Flurry Sports TikTok. We do have some stuff up. We have some funny stuff there too, but we do post some exclusive stuff there. We should stream on TikTok again. It got a little weird. I think we have to reconnect and do something. But follow us there, and we'll do more there.
Yeah, Grisby, I do have an idea of like once football season is over and people start caring about basketball, I might do just hop on and talk basketball for an hour a week or something. So maybe get some clips out of that post on there. Honestly,
once football season's done, about 5 hours of my day clears up.
Agreed.
Every day. So there's gonna be a lot more stuff. Yeah. Football season I love, but it's a grind. It's a lot of film to watch, a lot of things to rank, articles to write. So things get a little bit more creative, a little bit more free once football season's done.
Yeah, a lot of things. Hey, Grisby, I'm happy you brought this up because we had talked about doing, on that 45 minutes between the 325 games and the Sunday night games, just given the, here's everything that I think without watching any film, without looking at any box scores. Here's everything I saw from Sunday.
Yeah, we've thought about doing something there to replace it, so you guys aren't just sitting there watching. I mean, who is even doing that? Jason Garrett
and Devin McCourty.
Phil Simms, is he still there? No,
I don't know. Malika Andrews. Well, I don't mind Malika Andrews, but I don't like Jason Garrett and Devin McCourty.
Oh, McCourty's there. Who's the son of Phil Simms? Chris Simms. Chris Simms is there.
Yeah.
I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
So yeah, we might start doing that. We'll, our reactions will be better to everything, I assume, as well. And what to expect next week. Very true.
Yeah.
Usually we do that. I mean, work schedule's been bad too, but usually we do that Monday, going over the injuries and stuff like that. But again, the first reaction would be, we should do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something there, getting your thoughts off your chest right away before processing anything.
Yeah. So maybe stay tuned this Sunday. Maybe we'll give it a little test run.
Yeah.
Next Sunday. We'll see. Regardless, next season.
Yeah.
Up and away. We're gonna have a lot more stuff, a lot more writers, a lot more video producers. Love that. And yeah, stream daily, work 60 plus hours.
Shout out you, man.
With you.
Yeah, shout out
to you. You're speaking to the crowd here. I got you. Test drive. I sell cars. I mean, sure. Sell me. I need my Jeep worked on again. Wanna hook me up, please?
Yeah, I need new brakes before the winter hits. I'm kind of slacking on that. So.
Yeah. I feel you. Okay. Regardless, thank you very much. We do want to do more stuff on Twitch. I see you're on Twitch. We want to do more games and stuff like that over there too. So again, off season is going to be great for us. I mean, shit, we got college football. Never fucking played it, just because there's only so many hours in the day. But a lot more stuff. Any suggestions, by the way, from Mr. Grisby or anybody else? Give your suggestions, because the more ideas you got, the more stuff we will do.
Yep.
We just want to keep growing this community because y'all are cool. So we will be back soon. Again, Flurry Sports YouTube channel, video every single day. So go and subscribe and watch all of those, and we'll